Another day, another scheme in California. A star-studded 2025 Fire Aid concert was held to allegedly provide financial assistance for the victims of the Palisades and Eaton, California fires. People lost their homes, their cars, some even lost their lives. Now we're learning that Governor Gavin Newsom's orbit just funneled about $100 million in donations straight into left-wing political machines masquerading as charities. If your home burnt down in California, you don't need another NGO preaching about climate change. You need a home. This is a big opportunity for lawmakers in California to be able to find out what actually happened with the money. David Tangipa is a member of the Budget Committee in the legislature, and he's with us now to explain. Assemblyman, what are the questions you're asking about where this wildfire money went?
Well, I think this is actually pulling out a large-scale exposure of what's been going on here with the nonprofit industrial complex that's built into the Democratic Party and the leadership here in this state. Where's the money and what is it actually doing for the people around? I think LA, and this is going to wake up a lot more people in that LA region that's really dominated by Democrat control, that their money is gone and it's not helping them. And so the questions that we are going to ask is, where's the money? And show us the receipts. If $100 million has been raised, there is something that needs to be done. And what we have seen in LA is there is nothing being done. And these people are just being left out to dry.
If this money indeed has gone to NGOs that are advocacy-based and trying to register and mobilize Democrat voters, do you think a fraud's been committed?
I do think a fraud's been committed. And I think what we've seen and what you just reported on recently, there are lies that are happening at the president's level with Obama. How can we not think that that same lies aren't going to be stated here at the governorship and also throughout and rooted in all of California? If you think the federal government's bad, imagine being in a one-party rule state like California and how much more that they could hide and get away with.
Yeah, it is indeed terrifying, but we do know there are people in need. Like, if there were an extra $100 million lying around, how do you think it should be used to help people that were victims of wildfires and maybe do some of the work to make those wildfires less frequent in the future?
Well, let's look at what LA is doing right now. They just paid $20 million for a consultant to work through their own Department of Planning. And this is the largest and one of the largest cities in the entire nation. And they don't even know how to work through their own planning department. They can't reassign one of their 400 county representatives and field representatives to actually help the Department of Planning and instead ask an outside consultant to do it. How about that $100 million help people get through the permitting process that even the city council and the county board of supervisors don't even know how to get through? I think that would be a lot better of an allocation of resources. And I think this charity could do a whole lot more. But I'll tell you this right now, if we can't find this $100 million, you're never going to find it unless you start looking at the pocketbooks of who's making money, how many more top heavy organizations and NGOs are out there, and how they are backfilling the funding to fund political campaigns instead of actual work that's needed.
We were somewhat troubled by the connections between some of these NGOs that had received money and people within Governor Newsom's administration and within his orbit. Are you worried that the governor may have been directing some of these funds to entities that were close to him for his benefit?
Well, I'm not just worried. I'm on the budget committee here in California, and I can tell you this. There are NGOs that are friendly, that are getting a lot more support, that they don't actually add any tangible thing. The Legislative Analysis Office has actually stated that some of the NGOs that received money were spending more than 50% of the funds allocated to them on salaries. So if that is happening here in California, there is no way that this isn't just a gift of public resources so that they can backfill towards other political goals. And that must be national story. That must be something that we start revealing. I've been able to start doing a deep dive. I'm only here within my first 6 months. And what I've been able to expose, the $34 million that Shirla is getting, $2.5 million to another organization called ICON that is giving cash assistance to illegal immigrants. There's another institution called SEED, Social Entrepreneurs for Economic Development, that you have to be an illegal immigrant to qualify for this funds, and you can't speak English to do it. And yet we can't even get people to build back. There's a reason why they're doing this, and I think it's right there. We just have to find it and expose it.
That is an outrage. We are so glad you're on the Budget Committee to bring those things to light, and we would hope that just common sense, rational Californians would want people's donations to go to their intended purpose, not to somebody's gold-plated salary or social justice cause. David Tangipa, thank you so much for your public service, and we look forward to checking back with you soon.
Thank you for letting me join you.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.